everyone, it's Julia. Last week I worked on embossed copper pendants, and I thought I would share with you what the final results were. These pendants are made with just basic scrapbooking materials, and they turn out just really fun. Some of the materials that you're going to need is first of all, you'll need your copper. And the copper is a 24 gauge, and I picked mine up at Menards. You will of course need snippers for them, like tin snips, and also a file if any of the edges are dull. I'm going to link the video that I previously made for on these two. I'm not going to exactly show you the process in this video because I've already showed that. They go really quick. Other supplies that you're going to need are the embossing folders, and I just have an assortment of folders. One thing to keep in mind is the detail does not come out on copper like it does on like a card stock. So you'll have to the fine details are not going to show up as well. Other things to give the copper their color, I use the alcohol inks and also the white dabber. And of course you will need your multi-purpose platform and then your Sizzix Big Shot. And that is all the products that you're going to need for making the actual pendants themselves. I thought I would show you a little bit more in detail on how I embellished them. They're just fun, and you can just kind of let your imagination go. And another cool thing about them is you can just use up things that you might have in your stash that you've just been sitting on for a while. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see a little bit closer on some of these. Okay. This is the one, it says believe in your wish, and I was able to get the star off of one of those folders. You don't really know exactly how they're going to turn out, so it's just kind of, but the star actually turned out quite cool. So, and then I just stamped with just regular metal stamps to put the word in. And this is actually nickel silver that I used on that. So that's that one. This one is just a paisley print that I have another bossing in folder. Love the colors on this one. These are just little eyelets that I had. So many, or excuse me, brads that I had. I have so much of that stuff left over from my big huge scrapbooking days, and so it's just kind of fun to be able to use some of that. To protect the back, I did add a little bit of crystal effects just to kind of keep them stuck down a little bit, but for the most part, and then I just added the word joy and just a gear that I've had. The next one is again the same paisley print, and this one I added silver wire and a little bit of seed beads, the word inspire. This one actually has little birds on it. Didn't show up super well, but you can kind of make out what they are. And so I put a little butterfly on the top that'll be kind of dangle once the chain is on. The word soar at the bottom, and then a little bird stamp. This one is just a circle design that I added a little spiral, some wire, and the word imagine. And this one is a kind of a longer one here, so if I hold it up here and you can kind of see it a little bit better, but it has a couple of peace signs on it, and then just a string of beads that I put on wire. Another circle kind of design on this one that I added a bunch of continued the circle design with spirals and gears, and then the word on a piece of copper that I put the word joy. Here's one with the word hope and a cross that I just metal stamped on there. Did not have a metal stamp cross, but I was able to use my setter and just kind of did little holes or little indentations up and down to form the design. And this one has, again, that cool star design, and I put a little wish on there and then a little sun dangle that I had, a little charm that I had. And the last one, this was a fun embossing folder that had clocks on it. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but it has an indentation of a clock on it. And then I added the little circle with the little arrow, and then the little words that say take time. I will be putting the chains on these. I think I'm just going to use, I have a bunch of this, it's just copper ball chain, and that's what I think I'm going to be using on these. I will be selling them in my little summer shop. So I thought I'd share this with you. They're colorful, they're fun. It's just an easy way to use up what you have, and yeah, I thought you might enjoy it. Check out the other video on how to actually make the little copper pendants. I think you would really enjoy it. Thanks so much. I hope you have a chance to create today. Bye.